Going to call the meeting to order. Tuesday, June 25th, Easton Housing Authority's special meeting this month because we're not meeting on our regular second Tuesday of the month. So, roll call, Commissioner Christine Sheedy.
Present.
Commissioner Tebow.
Here.
Commissioner Burrows.
Here.
Commissioner Paquin.
Here.
And Commissioner Dennis Sheedy is present. First item on the agenda is the board reorganization. As you know, after the election each year, we realign the board and we are open for nominations.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Dennis Sheedy to retain the chairman's position.
Can I ask, what are the current officers? Is it Dennis Sheedy, Chair? Dawn, are you the treasurer?
Yeah.
Are you the vice treasurer?
I don't know. I thought you were the vice chair, yeah?
Oh, vice chair?
Yeah.
Who's vice chair?
I think
It was Pamela,
Pamela,
but we
okay.
never redid it
Okay,
until
after
because
that.
it all came to play in April.
Okay.
I think it was vice treasurer, assistant treasurer.
I think you were.
I think it was.
All right. Okay. I was going to nominate the same slate, but we can't do that because Patricia
We need
left.
new vice.
So I'll second that motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a motion by Commissioner Christine Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. Any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That is unanimous.
You want to oppose?
No. The second position would be the vice chair. I nominate Commissioner Christine Sheedy.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Dennis Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Paquin. Any further nominations? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You know, Chris, at the end of the meeting, he's resigning.
That's what I almost reached out to him. Better not go near that.
Third position would be that of treasurer.
I would nominate Dawn Burrows for treasurer.
I'll second that nomination.
We have a motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Christine Sheedy. Any other nominations? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. And the fourth and final position, well, there's two more actually. One is the vice chair and one is a member.
No, vice.
Vice treasurer, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, vice treasurer, and one's a member. So
I would like to nominate Arthur Paquin as vice treasurer.
I'll second that nomination.
we have a motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Christine Sheedy. Any additional nominations? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that leaves us with a member, and that would be Commissioner Tebow. Gets it again.
We used
I don't
to
think
call
that
her
would-
clerk.
Clerk?
Well, he also state appointee, too.
Right. State.
Dual purpose?
What's that?
Dual purpose?
No, the state appointee is just how I got here. I don't have to put my name on the ballot. Nothing else other than that.
So we good? I
We're
don't
good.
think we need to vote on that last position. So. All right, thank you all, and congratulations.
I just need to have the chair sign this from the CPA committee from last time. I didn't have you sign that one.
Okay. Agenda item number 1 would be the May warrant in the amount of $301,770.29.
Make a motion to approve the warrant for $301,770.29.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any discussion?
Yeah, I had a couple things. So on the revolving fund on page 2 of 3, got 2 payments to Taunton Housing. I was just trying to make sure because one's 5/1, one's 5/24, one says April management fee, and one does not say anything.
Yeah, they were a month behind. One was April. One was actually March. One was April.
Okay. And then the family water bills, the time frame on those, is that quarterly that we make the
Yes, they're
payment?
quarterly. Yeah.
And the pump replacement from Aqua Point. So,
On the wastewater treatment.
yeah,
Yeah. That's.
was that the original one that they replaced?
I believe it was. So it would have been 2015.
Okay, well, I guess it lasted a while. That's it for me, sorry.
Kathy, I had one question on work boot allowance. I noticed one maintenance man got 200, one maintenance man got 300.
Two of them got two. Actually, on the other maintenance man, the one with 300, he went and got his contractor license, supplied me with a copy of the contractor license, and we reimbursed him for that.
Yeah, that's $100 all day.
Yeah.
So, and I did look that up. Is it $200 for the boot allowance?
No, it's one, but I missed it last year. So it's 100 for 2023, 100 for 2024. And Joe also got it because he's a little farther down on this
I
list.
saw
Yeah.
that down here. I have one other question. I noticed on the Section 8 HAPs that there are some large HAPs. We used to see the addresses it's assigned to. So, for example, one is to a Joe Fat Romeus, but 7,500. Is that multiple units?
Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely. Whenever we have the larger amounts like that, it is. I can go through this. Again, this is still fairly new. I don't remember if
I
I've
want
done
to
it on
brought
this
that up at
system.
another meeting just to see if we can see an address.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to see like if there was more than one person at an address, because then it would
Or how many
define.
units or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I can take care of
But I don't
that.
know if this report's going to do that for you.
This one won't, but I can probably process one that will.
Okay.
And forgive me, I should have remembered that because we used to do it with the old reports.
Yeah, and it did. For the approval, I have no problem approving the warrant. I've already made that recommendation, but there is not a lot of information,
Yeah.
to see why it's going out, where it's going.
Any other questions or concerns regarding the March warrant? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 2, the April 9th, 2024 minutes for approval.
I will make a motion that we approve the April 9th, 2024 minutes.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Christian Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any discussion? You ever hear back from, what is, maybe that wasn't here. Attorney Randazzo
Yeah,
from the.
we can just remove that. You can strike affirmative action from that language if we're not comfortable with it. And she said not everybody has it, so she led me to believe before that we needed to have it, but we don't, so we can just strike that language. She was going to just take it out and send me another copy, but she hasn't done that.
Any other questions or concerns regarding the April 9th minutes?
I just had one really minor thing on, I guess this is page 3. It says number 1 down at the bottom, Parker Terrace resident defibrillator parking issues. You know, if we could just put a slant in there or a
Yeah.
hyphen or something, because otherwise it looks kind of weird. Why do we have a defibrillator with the parking lot? But anyway,
Related with parking issues?
Yeah. Jumpstart the cars.
Any other questions or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 3, the May 21st, 2024 minutes for approval.
I'll make a motion that we approve the May 21st, 2024 minutes as presented.
We have a motion by Commissioner Christian Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 4, the April and June financial statements. I would entertain a motion to accept and put on file.
I think motion to accept and put on file.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Christian Sheedy. Any discussion regarding April and June financial statements? Kathy,
Being
anything
so,
to add?
being so early in the year, there's not a lot going on, but we did do the deposit on the community room furniture. It is going to be here on Monday next week. So we'll have the new furniture and the rest of the balance will be due.
What are you doing with the older furniture?
Donating it to the
Nice.
Taunton Housing Authority.
Nice.
They have community rooms they could use it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was
Reached out to
asking.
a couple,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great.
So this furniture, $10,083,
That's half the deposit. It's
Half.
20,000.
20,000, and that's for both
All the
rooms?
tables, chairs.
Just this room?
Yes, just this room. Yeah.
Any other questions or concerns regarding the April and June financials? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 5. The CFA $1,210,000 Sustainability Initiative for Energy Conservation Award and $500,000 Emergency Award for fish number 088080 for approval and CFA Formula Funds Award 2027 and 9,956 vacant unit award for project fish number 088081 for approval.
I'll move to approve the CFA for $1.21 million, well, whatever it is, 1.719956.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Tebow, a second by Commissioner Burrows. Any discussion?
Just wonderful news that the funds are used so that we can do it in a reasonable manner instead of doing it 30 stages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very excited. It will make a big difference, I'm sure.
I will just amend that motion to allow the chair to sign the CFA document.
So is that what his motion should say?
He has sent it to me at least 4 times.
Yeah. As long as the vote's on here, you can.
He's actually
You have to do a DocuSign,
I have
don't
to
you?
do a DocuSign. I have it.
Oh, you don't need the hard copy anymore?
No, I don't
Okay.
believe so.
You wanna
I'll sign it for
Yeah,
you if
just
you
give me,
want, just
yeah,
in
because I'll
case.
just send it right over to them tomorrow, but yeah. If you wouldn't mind docu-signing it then and sending it along, that'd be great.
I have 3 or 4 versions of it.
Because I actually asked them if we could just issue the MPP beforehand, and they said no.
That usually only takes a couple minutes. So.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions or concerns regarding that? Did we take a vote? We didn't, did we?
Oh, no.
We had a
We have the
motion.
first and the second. An
All right.
amendment.
No further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous.
So now that that is signed, and you can now issue the NTP.
That is my understanding.
So maybe starting in like
A couple of weeks or so.
a couple of weeks.
And I want to issue a notice to residents, just letting them be aware it will be starting, but I've been apprehensive to do it because there are a lot of plants and things out there, and we can't
They need
guarantee
to
that they're
start
not.
winding those
Yeah, but
in.
even the plants might get ruined when they're ripping siding.
The
Yeah,
building,
you might wanna
the
take
building
them
permit might take a little bit too.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, they might want to bring their stuff in.
Well, we were actually thinking and talking to Derek of setting up a compost pile out back for anybody that does have a plant that they wish to hang on to if they want to dig it up and put it back there for the time being for safekeeping.
It's a nice thought. Most when you
Can't
don't
do
water
it,
it,
yeah.
there bush guys out there, then they'll be.
That's all right. That's okay.
Is what it is. We
Yeah.
should try, so it's a nice thought. All right, moving on to agenda item number 6, the executive director's report.
13 Elise Circle will be leased on Thursday, leaving us with 2 vacants that already are in process of being offered out.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Kathy, the people coming to the top of your list, are they Easton residents, are they emergency cases?
Yes, currently, yes.
Emergency cases, Easton residents, or just regular Easton residents?
We had one emergency, one that's been on the list for quite a few years that's come to the top right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we have any vacancies coming up that you know of?
not that we know of. But that could change an
Yeah,
hour from
no,
now.
I just didn't know, if you knew next month you were gonna have,
We actually had
Excellent.
one resident move out, was gone for 2 weeks and called and said, "Can I have my apartment back?"
Have you moved them out?
Yep. Yep. And the guys are already in there working on it. I know. We usually say to them, if you're going to live with, Dawn's very good, if you're going to live with family, why don't you just keep the apartment for a month or 2, just to be safe.
yeah,
She didn't, so,
Now, what could possibly go wrong?
yeah.
yeah, it's too bad.
Move in.
Any update on the project over the lease in regards to?
They're coming out on Thursday to look at the stoops again. I've heard nothing from legal at DHCD or HLC. I know that they
You said
typically
Sean
handle-
Keating had come out.
He had come out, and now Sean's coming out. Tom Mulvey was going to come out, but he can't make it. Our RCAT, Joe Hardenberger, is coming out, and Dan, they're going to tour the property. And we've already put together their design in RCAT, so he just needs to know what he's exactly dealing with.
Who did an RCAT design?
Joe, my RCAT did. But
Or
he's
just
coming
a
out.
proposal?
Yes.
So it's not the design, it's
Well,
just
no, it's
asking
not the
for
design.
an architect.
They don't know that they'll need one because it's pretty straightforward. They're thinking. That's why they want to come out and look at it. That's why they wanted Tom Mulvey's input on it. But we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, they still need something. Some sort of a design to put out for the. Okay, and then I was looking at the tar balances
Yes.
and discussions with Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And so we still have a bunch of things that we do need to write off, correct?
Yeah, but you had voted to write them off in the past meeting.
Okay, so that took care of everything.
Yes, because some of it was an old balance that carried over from PHA that we had already written off. But the fee accountant typically does the write-off in the system, and they hadn't done that. So that high balance really wasn't all that high. Some of it was residence rents that were still due at the time. But the biggest balance was $5,011, which was a court case that we kept going back and forth to court on and couldn't get the eviction. Uncollectible, Social Security, the only income, so there's no way to recapture that. So that was the biggest one on there, was the $5,011.
Was that person moved out?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
We couldn't even get the eviction, and they moved out on their own. We had an agreement for judgment, didn't get payments, checks bounced.
So how does all that get corrected with the state's tar report? Because it would really be nice to not have a $12,000 tar balance.
Well, it works in favor, truthfully, as far as funding goes. When the write-offs go in and he resubmits next year, the TARs will be lower.
So it won't be till next year. There's
Correct.
nothing that'll correct it until
No.
then.
No.
Well, that's
Because
good.
you only report the TARs once a year.
They used to do it more often, but yeah.
Yeah, now they just do it.
Now you just do it.
Yes.
Stupid report.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Kathy and I are having a private conversation about our
No, we noticed, don't let us interfere. Any other discussion or remarks or concerns regarding the executive director's monthly report?
I just want to note that Senator Timothy did come.
Yes,
Yep,
he did.
I saw that.
It was a surprise.
So
He
that-
didn't know. Yeah.
That was very nice. And Dawn, has she adjusted to a new schedule? Is she back working part-time?
Yeah, she works part-time Monday through Tuesday,
Okay,
and she takes care of her little grandbaby Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think that's more work than working.
all right.
Yep.
Very nice. Thank you.
I'd also like to mention, I was going to bring this up and I thought about it too late. We were going to close the office July 5th because it's a half day anyways, but anybody that wanted to take the day had to use a vacation day. It's not going to cost the authority any time. We're off July 4th. We'd come in only till 1 o'clock on the 5th. And
So it's a half a vacation day.
yeah, it's half a vacation. Well, yeah, 5
I
hours.
have no problem with that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just-
it's a good deal for
Yeah,
both
long
sides.
weekend, yeah.
Yeah. And no, usually it's very quiet around here.
No, but it's a good, I mean, I don't know how senior your crew is. I know where I work. People have more time than they can use, so.
They do.
So
All but one.
giving them time is like
Yep.
giving the rich more money.
Yep. Perfect. Great. Thank you.
Tennis, you get on a short
Maybe you
time.
should talk. Hey, maybe you should talk to your boss.
Yeah. No, I do all right. I get 4 weeks, I can't complain.
And I just wanted to comment on the cookout that you had on Friday the 14th. That looks like it was a big success.
That was Old Colony that did that.
Part of the supportive services.
Correct. Yes.
And I did notice the newsletter on my way in the door.
Yep.
And I was like, awesome.
Hmm.
I think newsletters are the best thing. So
They have been doing them, but they're people that work for them that are supposed to deliver them haven't necessarily been doing it or been saying they're doing it and not doing it. So
So when I looked at the newsletter too, and it looked like the first page was Easton, and then it gets into all kinds of other things for them.
it's all good.
Oh, good.
the service work is great, especially the new one we have. I think she's fabulous.
We did end up finding, when I was in Fairhaven, we had tenants that agreed to deliver newsletters for us.
Oh, nice.
We have like somebody for each building. And now they used to call us, they used to come get it, and then they would deliver them all.
Nice.
So maybe
Volunteers?
maybe somebody's
A lot of buildings here, though. That
Yeah,
is
you
a
got
lot.
stairs. I didn't have
we have
stairs.
a lot of that.
So
Did we take a motion to
No.
accept and put, I would appreciate a motion to accept and put on file the executive director's report.
so moved.
Second?
Motion by Commissioner Christian Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is unanimous. Agenda item number 7, questions and concerns.
No.
Few things, I'm gonna start in order. Agenda item number, 1, on the May warrant, the, pump for the wastewater treatment plant. Can you tell me how much that was?
I don't know it off the top of my head,
Oh, we have
Yeah.
it.
5 digits or 4 digits?
but that might have
It
been,
was like 9,000, I want to say.
So it's close to 5.
yeah, but it could have been labor and the,
Yes, that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
yeah.
I think we did do that once before.
there are several pumps. There's more than one pump out, yeah,
And that's what you told
it's,
me before.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know all the intricate workings of that, but they don't replace things, Aquapoint,
Right.
unless they're seeing an issue. And for instance, right now they're seeing an increased water source coming in, and we're thinking it might be because all the units are filled, so they're
Yeah.
keeping an eye on that.
And your water table was up. This year I had lots of little critters in my apartment. Whereas last spring it was very damp, it was very dry last spring, so I didn't have little critters in my apartment. Little ones, the ones that died. At my,
9,382.
thank you. That sounds about right. Yeah, okay. The other question that I had was on the CFA. What is that acronym for?
Contract for financial assistance.
Okay. 1,210,000. Is that gonna do the windows and the siding, or is that gonna do the windows?
Windows and the siding.
Wow.
It's actually higher than that. There's
Right.
Yes.
Right. The total contract isn't it around 3 or 4 or something? I know it's high. It's like a knockout number. It's all right. It's not important. I'm not asking
Yeah.
that.
Oh, no.
So I heard a grapevine say that they would, the way they would do it is start with the windows first and then wrap it up with the siding for the building.
I don't know how they're gonna do it yet. We haven't had a pre-con meeting, a pre-construction meeting, so I wouldn't know the answer to that. So I don't know where that came from, but we haven't even met with them yet.
Typically put windows in first.
I'm
Typically.
sorry, I didn't.
Typically put windows in first,
Right,
but,
right.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well. My son's a contractor, so I used to be the one at the table that would rattle the cages of the contract.
Yeah.
And I would rattle them if they were in my apartment too, I confess. Okay, and, so the vacant unit award of $9,956, how much is that for? What is that for?
Just if you have a vacant that needs a lot more rehab, they give you money towards it. So they leave it as an open project.
Great.
So if we had to go in and do a kitchen or something in one that was a little excessive.
That's great, yeah, because I understand how that happens.
Yep.
CRS disease.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's see. Oh. I'm not sure I want to bring this up on. It was something you said about relocating plants.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to think that through. You wouldn't want to have too many holes that the contractor's going to have to tiptoe through. This is just an opinion.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be handled. I know how sensitive people are with their plantings. However, that being said too, if they have to get in the siding, they're not going to tiptoe around those plants either. They're going to rip this. There's going to be damage even to our shrubs. I don't know what will happen. Yet to be determined.
It'll be dependent probably on which building gets started first.
Correct.
Like if they get to my building
Yep.
in the fall, it won't matter because I know there's a treasure hydrangea there.
Mm-hmm. But there is that possibility that there's going to be damage to some of the plants.
Okay. Just wanted to share our residents' new one.
Yeah. Well, that's our concern too. That's why we thought maybe people that have planted things that they can easily move. I don't expect people digging up big bushes or anything like that. That would be too much.
Sometimes the contractors have ideas as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So when they finally sit down with the contractor, they have a way that they've seen it work elsewhere or that they tried and were pleased with. So sometimes they can resolve it too.
Thank you.
Any other questions or concerns? Hearing none. The next meeting, this being, we did push this one up a little bit, try and incorporate June. Well, it took into consideration Commissioner Chris Sheedy and myself's vacation, and it covers the summer for trying to cover June and July. Normally, we take July. In August, we don't have scheduled meetings. It's at the discretion of the chair. Should we need one for a particular reason, we would call a meeting. If nobody has any issues with that, our next scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, September 10th. At 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, that'll be here before we know it.
I know. Thanks, Julie Bloom.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Somebody
That's
should
a
fly
happy way to
us.
end the meeting. Thank you, Miss.
Be sure to listen to the end of the ARCAT presentation before you can catch that.
Yeah.
ARCAT. Are we,
I will make a motion to
Wait a minute, are
adjourn.
we good with the 10th?
Yeah, it's good.
Alrighty, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Which I made.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Christian Sheedy, a second by Commissioner Tebow. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Enjoy your summer. Hope it's fruitful.
Yeah.
Hope it's
Great
healthy.
summer, everyone.
Yeah, same
Thank you
here.
very much. I'm sorry.